everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you this evening, and I'm going to get right into it. It is January 23rd, 2019. 23 is the Knight of Wands, and the day adds up to, what did we say? Day adds up to 36, which is a 9. 36 is the 10 of Wands, so it's about, you're at the end of that wand cycle where you're about to fall over if you don't stop carrying all this burden. And it's a very physical burden, passionate burden. So it's about dropping that burden or confessing. All those kind of energies are coming up. So, and the King of Wands, which is the man of passion. So for the Divine Masculine, this read was done at 4:27 today in the afternoon. The major arcana were for the Sirian Starseed deck, which is the main deck for the read. Reason came up and strength. Reason is the Emperor, and then strength, of course, is strength. Excuse me, I just ate my dinner. 2 pentacles, 1 sword, 2 wands, and 4 cups for the masculine. The only court card that came up was the King of Cups. No numerology cards came up in the code line, so the numbers that came up in the codes were 4, 98, 8, 110, 22, 88, 28, 45, 9, 10, 12, 78, and 21, 24. So those were the codes that came up. The code itself, the number, actually 4098 came up, and 8th Street, Reasons, and Emperor came up, as well as Saints and 8s at 0 point, which is that balance energy and manifestation of your dreams. It's all about the collective consciousness. And the reason for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine coming together, it's like kind of coming up like, put yourself on easy street, okay? Be a saint. be and do what you love. The Page of Cups and Hermit were coming up in the coding, and that's very much about new love for the Hermit. And then the number 8, or actually 8 something, a Reason, and the Emperor's state came up. Okay, so the Divine Feminine basically is balancing the Divine Masculine's state right now, especially since they're going through the brunt of it right now, depending on where you are on your journey. So, getting right into the read, it starts out with the 5 of Swords, which is all about brain wars. It's literally the Divine Masculine at war with himself in his head. We have the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Wands reversed on the 5 of Swords, which is him fighting 2 parts of himself, okay? They're at war with each other. The man of passion and the man of money, but they're both reversed here. So brain wars at night, as the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Wands reversed, as the Divine Masculine's heart is starting to expose itself. Passion versus money. But where is the love? Where is the love? Okay. His heart begins to expand past his brain. The Queen of Cups, and I'm not going to designate who the characters are because there's so many characters in here, because with the clarifying cards, you have Empress, you have High Priestess, you have Queen of Cups, you have Queen of Pentacles, you have Queen of Wands, you have Queen of Swords. Like, so just figure out where you are, whatever applies to you, and if it doesn't apply to you, then just it doesn't apply to you, okay? And it may not be your read for today. But the Queen of Cups is coming up here in the underlying energy as self-love, with self-love, or new love out in the world with Thoth and archangels. Okay, so that could be the Divine Feminine. And hair flowing. As the gladiator in brown boots, destiny hinges on dark X's from Akashic records. And the masculine coming up is feeling screwed either way. Okay, so if this is really how it goes, and I have to deal with the karma from my exes from the past, Akashic records, then I'm kind of screwed either way I go. So he either stays in his cell as a prisoner or enters the Colosseum arena with the lions and fight to the death for his twin and his kids. So whether they have kids or not, that depends. So baby steps may touch the lion, like feeding the wolves to the lions. And masculine might feel like that in having to hand his kids over to the karmic. But the bull, coming up as the masculine, is confused as to what to do, choosing a higher path of the inner child and twin. The gladiator is awake, insecure, and may be a little bit manipulative still, but rising above someone who's not being quiet, secrets out. There's a bold move or travel, stealing away, or perhaps stealing a car, but just actually borrowing. Okay, so I could definitely see a kid doing that. All right, gladiator versus Viking, not playing fair, and who gets the dogs? The hooks. The hook, that's the clencher, okay? So there's all these little details needing to be worked out. Emergency vehicle or police is called for injury and or theft or violation of code. Make the effort is the underlying energy for the masculine, as well as retreat. Okay, he needs to take some time out for a minute. Trying to wake her up. Now this is an interesting little area here. Trying to wake her up in her corset. So I'm getting this with the karmic energy, okay? Because the masculine, you know, the feminine is always trying to wake up the masculine is always trying to get his karmic to awaken, to be more high vibration. But she doesn't get where he's trying to get her to come to. So trying to wake her up, and someone may be in her corset, but she just refuses, turned away and cold, wondering when his old self will come home. Okay, so the karmics maybe just want the old one back, not this new one that she doesn't get at all. Okay, so there's a message maybe, or news, or stalking her butt, or another's butt perhaps. She feels she has the truth on her side, that he watches videos and lets the kids watch, of fantasy, throwing out everything he's ever learned. She throws the book at him. So it's in this situation, it's coming across as the karmic is being more strict, and whatever he's open to now as far as the twin flame stuff and his divine feminine, she doesn't like it, and it doesn't go by her religion or her way of life, whatever that may be, and feels like he's throwing away everything that he's ever learned, and she's throwing her book at him basically. So 7 feet tall and down on his knees, she expects him to grovel and plead. Her sword is sharp and she has the right shoes on. She flashes her ass and her boobs to tease him. With no other options, how could he resist her? Slow as a turtle, but she knows he'll come if food's out, or dessert, his favorite with Ben-Hur. Okay, so it's just, you know, the karmics knowing what, you know, what hooks them in, you know, playing their cards right to get them to do what they want them to do. So domestic harmony is coming in for the divine masculine, as well as spirituality is beneath that. So finding the spirituality first within for the masculine, so that he can deal with his domestic situation and harmonize it. Expressing feelings openly, of rushing in with truth out. Peacock with green feathers and Birkenstocks. Green beans and edamame. Yellow and blue cord that connects them. Green even in the floor tiles. There's a student without opportunities, or possibly without an invitation or money, and feeling depressed. Asking questions to a snowball, or one of those little black 8 balls. There's 2 gold feathers in his cap, and 2 gold vases with sunflowers. So what did it get him? There's grass in the ceiling, water and mold, and a dark woman who tells him he's old. Out of control, Leo, or he just needs courage to leave his situation. The Queen of Cups loves herself, but does she love him? He knows she loves her children. In the past, expressing feelings of love and passion from a Queen of Pentacles, who humbled him, the King of Swords, both of them coming up as angel hermits. The war in his head and heart humbles him about his twin, making him feel like running away from everything. If they break up, or in the breakup that the divine masculine may be going through, the lion gets the kids, all right, the kid or kids. So obviously that doesn't apply to you if you don't have children. It could be about your inner child, or you being the kids of your parents, okay? So the foundation is the King of Cups, with his left eye looking straight at you, clearly over it, sovereign and finding himself. Centrally, as his heart, all right, the central energy is the masculine's heart is surrendering. feeling left behind and in the cold or destitute, with truth of justice in divorce or court settlement. Or there was a devil judge, or is that him, right? The devilish judge. And it could just be someone who's Capricorn as well. Defensive to everyone to a fault, the masculine. Others not knowing he's chained to his twin union. The challenge being for him is the emperor who extends a false hand. A false hand, so that can be a father, father-in-law, an uncle, or a boss, any kind of figure like that, or a grandparent. But this is an emperor who, it could be the masculine as well. The emperor who extends a false hand is the challenge, dumping old emotions from family sham. Union new passion with patient angel, making it through the gate, at the last minute. The Queen of Wands is satisfied on her own. Now in the head is the family, ending pain, with offer of friendship to the one stealing energy of passionate new love. The Queen of Cups reversed, no longer waiting, and family may be implementing negative talk and stalking while at home, recovering but weak. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, performing, extending lower energy, or lowballing someone in need of money, opportunity, or an invitation to help or learn. Or the Queen of Cups reversed and kids are just ungrounded and have kids who have sassy mouths. The family is taking others down in heated exchanges, possibly. Okay, it's just 1122. Okay, so whether it's the divine masculine or divine feminine or the karmic's family, there's a family in the head energy that the masculine's thinking about, where the family's taking others down in heated exchanges, hung up trying out a new perspective of dream girl lover, taking a leap of faith to be rejected. So they tell him, I was getting to, the family's like, tell him, why are you doing that? You're just going to get rejected and you're going to come back and be right where you were in the first place. Yeah. So taking a leap of faith to be rejected, but he's like willing to do that. Like he's okay with that now. Taking a leap of faith to be rejected, they tell him, and then you're right back where you started in separation from new life. So the divine masculine passionately rushing in for new love, prize destiny, third party waiting to tango with him. Soon, he needs strength to deal with the truth between the high priestess with the keys, third party, the emperor devil Capricorn, and the truth of stuck emotions between them. There's a big love, while the Sagittarius female is unhappy drinking or with potions, manipulating him to stay, to protect her from the evil ones. This is like the karmic coming up, whether it's the karmic partner or someone in the family, sister, mother, or a friend even. But this Sag, she's coming up as a negative person. She's very unhappy and kind of, yeah. But she comes up as drinking or making potions, that kind of thing, but not happy. But trying to make him believe that the divine feminine's the evil one. And please, oh, protect me, she's going to get me, so that kind of thing. But that may have been something she's been doing for a long time, but that's not flying right now. It's 1313, so it's the end of that. By the way, it's all about completion and karmic completion in the numerology cards that came out today. So the divine masculine is the divine feminine's heart. That's how he sees himself, as the divine feminine's heart. Suddenly his world is complete with one that he rejected, defenseless to the pain, or painfully shy. Will she accept his kids as they are? As will I, as the divine masculine is saying about your kids. So there's self-love comes up, as well as heart-to-heart conversations. So love self first, heart-to-heart conversations, playfulness, and engagement, that your relationship is ascending to a new level. So this is all coming up for the masculine. And around him, or as he is seen, is the King of Cups. And this is coming up twice. This is not the main card, but the clarifier, so it's confirming the masculine as the King of Cups. The King of Cups is released, getting his wish to be free. The masculines need to clear any blocks about walking away from 28, which is the Two of Wands, or twin. The Queen of Cups up night suffering, while the Empress, Sag drinker, is ending the battle and of pretending to be the wounded warrior. So she's over it, or acting like she's above this, and no longer pretending to need his protection or his kid. Okay, so this is coming up as the Queen of Wands. Because the Sag drinker is coming up as the Queen of Wands. So then the Queen of Wands comes up again that she's burning the past obsession. The Queen of Wands must accept a final judgment. So whatever this court decision has affected this Queen of Wands, and whether she likes it or not, she has to accept it because the final judgment's in. The financial discipline comes up for the masculine, as well as completion and karmic completion. All three cards: financial discipline, completion, karmic completion. Completion. He has new passion, working on details amidst the High Priestess' lack of inspiration, and him holding back passions, desperate to reveal them in a new life, reigniting flame obsession, burning the past with sweet judgment. Depressed and feeling a failure, needing attention and possibly money for his twin for co-creation. Transformation of marriage or commitment with Leo or ego, not getting along at work, or there's one leaving from the Divine Masculine's work, whether it's his partner or a partner he works with. Dumping love or overwhelmed at how slow things are going, and that could definitely be with the legal system, or whatever system, governmental system. The system moves at a snail's pace. No response, and female lying to him, or just a nasty lawyer to deal with. Okay, so it could be a nasty lawyer there who's female. The Knight of Swords rushes in to get the Hermit to come out, possibly to a family soiree, or to come with him to build a family legacy. All of their dreams. The Divine Masculine inner war between his head and his heart. The King of Cups with Divine Feminine's heart, reaping his wish of expressing feelings of surrender without extending Emperor's false hand, being strong amidst the chaos, and walking away from family for his flame, his twin flame. Okay, and after I finished writing this, I started hearing dun 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 dun. Okay, Jesus Christ Superstar. Do you think you're who they say you are? Right? Every time I look at you, I don't understand why you let the things you did get so out of hand. You'd have managed better if you'd had it planned. Why'd you pick such a backward time in such a strange land? If you'd come today, you could have reached a whole nation. Israel in 4 BC had no mass communication. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I only want to know. Okay, so that is your message. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards too. And I posted the snapshot of the ending cards, because as you see, it ends on the Ace of Wands going into the Two of Wands. Okay, really beautiful. Let's see what I'm going to give you. I'm going to pull from the Universal Golden, okay? And maybe I'll pull you something from the Ascension deck as well. That's good for the guys. Alright, so this is for Divine Masculines today, January 23rd, 2019. The Masculines, the Men of Passion, the Man of Love. What do I need to know? Since we're doing Jesus Christ Superstar, we're going to ask Jesus. Alright. And if any of you have never seen Jesus Christ Superstar, nothing new, the original Jesus Christ Superstar, you must. It was one of the most amazing musical pieces ever. And I remember almost all the words for the whole album. I was in junior high at the time. I'm a little obsessed with it. Godspell and Jesus Christ Superstar. It was funny because I had, when I was in junior high, I had a crush on the star who played in Godspell when we went for a school trip. And I'll never forget because I wrote a fan letter to him and he wrote me back. It was really cute. Okay. Alright, so for the Divine Masculine, this January 23rd, 2019. For everyone watching, for the Divine Masculine, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn, Jesus? What is your message? What is your message? Okay, that was clear. Alright, the bottom of the deck. This is from Jesus. Ace of Cups. Looks like a Jesus message to me. Yeah, the Ten of Wands came up right behind it, as well as the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, which they all came up in the read. So about coming in to tell the truth so he can drop his burdens and find an opportunity with his new love after walking away from family. Alright, so here is what came out for you guys. There's two little groups. This group came out. Alright, so 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands. Okay, so it's very much the energy that was coming up today. Feeling left out in the cold, left behind, injured, wounded. Either as the Emperor or because of the Emperor. So it could be the Divine Masculine as the Emperor, or him wounded because of what a father or father-in-law or boss or brother did to him, okay? Or a grandfather. Someone hurt him. But it's also about him just being that, ending that. Starting to let go of the victim mentality and turning it around. Being the Emperor amidst all that other crap. Then the other two cards that came up are 2 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Alright? So this is about finding balance again, regaining their balance, but this time in their authenticity, creating new, better patterns instead of the old ones. And it's okay to perform as long as you're in your authenticity. You always have to be your true self. And it's also about staying present. There's no more waiting for the ship to come in, because now is the moment to seize. And he's back in business. That's what I'm getting. Back in business. Doing the daily grind. But the underlying energy is love, whether it's self-love and spiritual love, and that he's learning to love himself first, which is perfect, or that he's ready for his new love, and he's just got to fix some things. So it's just 22:11, 22:12, and 14. So 22 is the Fool, is taking that leap, all right, to a new life. Real quickly, I'll do an Ascension card for you. And again, 11 is justice. So that's definitely involved here. 12 is the Hangman. Okay, it's about wisdom and seeing from another perspective, which also came up. And then 13 and 14, which is the Death and the Angel card. Total transformation of the angels. All right, so the Ascension card. All right, Jesus. What do we need to know this January 23rd, 2019, for everyone watching, for the Divine Masculine, for the best and highest good of all those concerned? I'm not going to read all these, but 4 came out. Mahatma energy is number 6, perfect, because that's love again at the bottom of the deck. And Mahatma. I invoke the Mahatma energy to flow through me. Okay. So the first one would be El Moria, which is 44, which is mastering your energies. Okay, perfect. I'm going to show you the other 3, but I'm not going to read all 4. The second one was Fire, which I'll read you that one. Number 13, which is that transformation and transmutation with the fire. And the other 2 were Earth, which is 14, which just came up with the numbers I was just telling you about, 13 and 14 back to back. And then Fire Dragons is number 7. Okay, that's all about transmutation. And the Earth is all about being grateful and being thankful to Gaia for inviting you to be on Earth. And invoke the Fire Dragons to help transmute and clear the path of ascension. So that was 14 and 7. Okay. So 44 says, El Moria is Kohan of the first ray of action. He's helping us with the changes ahead and our opportunities for ascension. He is a member of the White Brotherhood and originates from Mercury, communication. El Moria will soon become the Manu, the perfected man on whom the new root race of humanity, with its 12 strands of connected and active DNA, will be based. In drawing this card, you're asked to lead by example, employing the self-discipline, strength, and integrity of an ascended master. Okay? You're reminded to use your power for the highest good. The affirmation is, I stand in my power, for the masculines. The other one is Fire, 13. The fire transmutes the old and takes the new to a higher frequency. Archangel Gabriel supervises Thor, the elemental master of fire, and his salamanders. Your guidance is to ask them to transform the energy of conflict Then spread peace, warmth, and nourishment to people everywhere. You can ask fire to help you eat the right food so that you have the perfect fuel for your ascension journey. It will also ignite your aura and keep your chakras fifth dimensional and glowing so that you attract many others to you and lead with inspiration. The affirmation is, I invoke fire to light my way to the new golden age. Okay, I'm going to keep it short for you guys. You know what to do. Rise and be loved. Bye.